Alright, hello. That's better. Today, we're gonna be looking at a very underrated primary weapon that people don't use simply because it is very expensive to build, and that is the catchmoon primary kit gun. So, this kit gun has been overshadowed by the primary tomb finger, the primary gaze, and the primary spore laser. These three main primary kit guns are by far the best ones, and honestly, I really like the Tomb Finger as well, but I think it's a lot more known. I think this is just a better version of the Ogress if you know how to use it properly. However, the Catchmoon primary is a little bit different. So as you see, first of all, we have one of the most expensive builds in the game. In fact, this build is so expensive that we couldn't afford to go another 90 mode here because we don't have enough capacity for the actual weapon to hold all these modes, because you do need a triple galvanized setup and 3 prime modes and a have a riven mode. So there is no way that you can fit all of it in. So why is this weapon even good then? Well, first of all, I don't know if you guys know the secondary catchment. So I've changed its appearance because it's funny, but it looks like this normally. And basically, this was like a semi-auto shotgun that would pretty much one-shot everything. So way back in the day when this was first released, this was a glorified Arca Plasmor. It was insanely overpowered. Everyone was playing it. Had a pick rate of like 30% among secondaries weapons and 30% pick rate when the highest secondary weapon currently, like from last year, was a 7% pick rate. You can understand how broken this was. The range could got it from like 40 meters to 10 meters, and that was the end of it. So, RIP to this one. However, the primary version is not the same at all. The primary version, first of all, the elephant in the room. It is fully automatic, which changes things dramatically. Because it's fully automatic and it's a shotgun still, this means that this damage right here, which is already quite high, can translate into lots of dots, lots of status procs, and a lot of damage. We're gonna see that in action. But there is one last thing that people don't really see on the primary catch moon that is way more important than I think anything else. And I'm gonna show you that right now. So in general, primary kit guns have multiplicative CO, but since Tombfinger Spore Laser primary have a multiplier that is spread around which part you use from the kit gun, first of all, and second of all, how big the range is from the explosive attack, because they're both explosive. The direct impact will deal pretty good galvanized CO damage, but it's the explosive that you care about on both these weapons. Now, the Gachmon does have punch through. If you hit someone, it has basically infinite punch through, which makes it ideal for AoE in hallways. It's literally just an Arca Plasmor that is fully automatic, but the most important part, as you can see here, is that here the Spore Laser and Tombfinger primary, even though they have multiplicative CO, their CO stats for single target value are very low. While on the Catchmoon primary, it's on 100% like normally. Which means that in practice, we can, as you saw from my latest video on how to mod primary weapons, we can add prime point blank and galvanize heavy and actually benefit. So high crit weapons, so we can go with as much crit as possible. We'll do love crit. Viral heat setup. Hunter munitions can be good if you want to squeeze it in, but I would need to get a Riven mod that would give me Toxin, so I can squeeze in Hunter munitions here somehow. And like get a different galvanized acceleration or something. I don't know what I would do. But this is great because now, because this is a primary shotgun, it already comes with a 30-meter range, which is plenty, and then you have galvanized acceleration, so this goes up to like 60 meters almost. So it essentially becomes a sniper. So we're gonna see that in action and see how it works on a normal Ani survival, my favorite mission in the game. Void survival without nullifiers. What more can you ask for, really? This is the best survival mission. So
your weapons make music, and the enemy calls
I'm gonna
for
hold the
song.
trigger down. So you see now it's auto, but it's kinda slow firing. Now obviously if you use arcane acceleration or something like a wisp buff, this gets way more crazier. And if you know, you go even more crazy, you can add a load of stuff. Now it wasn't arcane acceleration, it's arcane tempo, because this is a shotgun.
They have just shut down all systems.
But you're gonna see
I'm
like
sending
the
life
destructive
support
capabilities
capsules
of
your
this.
way.
So obviously butchers are very weak, but do keep in mind this is a fully automatic weapon. So me one-shotting on a fully automatic weapon is pretty good. I'm like tapping it right now. Here's what happens if I hold it. And this is without any kind of damage buff. This is just the gun being itself. Now, I do understand these are quite weak enemies that I'm playing here. They're literally level 120 Lancers and, you know, whatnot. But trust me when I say that it can deal with higher level enemies just fine. The best part about it is that this has a guaranteed impact proc on hits. And you know what guaranteed impact proc does to heavy units? That's right. It increases their mercy kill potential. So especially in higher levels where mercy kill is actually something that you need to look to do on Eximus enemies and whatnot, because it makes you invulnerable, you're super safe when you do it, and then you insta-kill an enemy that would most likely kill you. You get a better chance of doing this. And overall it deals a lot of damage. Now with Eclipse as well, you see like some 800Ks there. I'm on dark, 369, 531. It's generally a lot of damage from this. Like, I think the catchmoon primary version is what the secondary version used to be, but glorified. Now you see one shot and this guy is already on mercy kill threshold, but I can just shoot him. Since they are low level, they're very squishy, I can just shoot him. Overall, you can tell, first of all, that I haven't played the game at all, because I haven't done any Nightwave, I haven't had time. But second of all, that this has no issues taking down Eximus units, and even if it does have issues taking down Eximus units, you have the backup of having guaranteed impact procs for your cat killing you with a grenade. What the hell are you doing? Okay. You have a guaranteed impact proc in case you want to, you know, mercy kill them. Mercy killing them is safe and it gives you quite a bit of nice stuff. You can go invisible with mods, you can get yourself more strength. You can generate energy health hopes, you can regen armor, you can get parkour velocity, you can do a lot of stuff depending on what you have modded. For me, in my case, I put a blind and, you know, parkour velocity and more energy maximum, so I do tend to run that kind of setup and I do like it. So without even trying decent KPM, it's like 100 on this hazard. Exactly what I was talking about, one shot and it's within range. So now if we want to get crazy and show potential fire rate, we can do this. Bring him in. Let him do his thing. Like, you could add a pre-made, go to a Fisher mission, get it very high on the fire rate buffs, and you could easily go to town with this. And we're gonna see what it does to Malice. So, he's there. Not great for the shield. It's not great versus Acolytes in general, but also you see the attraction there. And here we got to see the multi-shot a bit in action. Overall, it's really nice. You could use this to, like, if you had 100 munitions or something like that, you could easily use this in the disruption mission to level cap. It's really fun to use it on endurance missions because you can imagine, like, if you're playing in a squad that has Wisp and you're using it on an endurance Fisher mission, you get the Fisher buff, then you get the on Wisp herself, so you get double the what do you call it? The ability strength. Sorry, brain fart. You get double the ability strength, and then you get infinite ammo on it, and then you just spam like crazy. I have some clips of me just trolling friends of mine by shooting them infinitely with this. But yeah. Overall, you see there is impact procs all over the place, so any heavy unit you can just mercy kill instantly. It's really fun. Not a bad weapon. Completely overshadowed by how OP something like Tombfinger is and Spore Lasser, but yeah, I like it a lot, to be honest. Yeah, let's go. Showing that in action as much as possible, just to prove the point. Also, funny thing is, on the primary weapons video, I saw a lot of people complain that I'm using Ravens on my guns. I am sorry for using the in-game mechanics that I'm provided by playing the game. I will never do that again and fall to your level, my bad. Like, I don't think Ravens are an excuse anymore in any way, shape, or form. You know why? Because we have something that is called Iron Wake now. And every week, and yes, that is every single week, you get 2 Ravens guaranteed. You have Swordies that drop a Raven. You have this that can drop a Raven. You have these that can drop a Raven. You have the Duviri experience itself that has a guaranteed Raven every week at least. Like, you can get Ravens from everywhere now. So there is like, I don't think there is any reason to complain about me having Ravens. Like, I didn't buy almost any Raven that I got. I don't even think I actually bought any Raven that I'm using right now consistently. Like, the Stalter Raven I didn't buy. The Comorex Raven that is Godroll I didn't buy. This is all just hard work of me grinding Kuva, rolling it, etc. The only Raven I bought that I can remember right now is Vectis. What else? Let me like look at my Ravens just so I can show you. Because I genuinely remember which ones I bought, and there are not many. All these I've earned, all of them. I'll also do a giveaway at some point. I bought the Tonko Riven and then re-rolled it. I am guilty for that. I bought the Vectis Riven and then re-rolled it. And I bought the Bursten Riven and then re-rolled it because I knew a Bursten encounter was coming and I scammed someone before they came out. Very fun, very fun. Other than this, all of these are simply earned, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, all of them. Literally all of them. So, the only... Out of, like, 118 Ravens, I've bought 3. 3 Raven mods. So, yeah, I don't see what the fuss is about with Raven mods. It's very easy to get them now. As long as you play the game. It's like people complaining about someone having 1,000 plat. Like, okay, I have no plat right now. You know why? I don't play the game. If I played the game, I'd have plat. It's that simple. I don't know. People in YouTube comments are forgetting the fact that they have to play the game to get strong or something. I don't understand. Anyways, that mini round is out of the way. And yeah, I do hope you enjoyed and that you're gonna try this. If you want the parts, there are Tremor, catchmoon, and Spot. I'll also have it in a pinned comment down below so you can see it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.